It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're running it back with the two teams from Super Bowl 35. It's the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Yeah, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that was called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Pistol formation with Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Ravens are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Ray gonna return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Wilson makes the read and keeps it himself. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Tylan Wallace deep for Baltimore. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's the veteran tight end, Andrews. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Henry. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
3rd and 5. Here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Jackson now. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the 1st down. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Hopkins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
And he will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens are out to a 10-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Third and 2. Now Wilson. Off he goes. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Now Russ. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run here with Hill. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. Third down, 3 to go. In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll run it with Henry. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. A 1st down throw for Jackson.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. On the ground, here's Henry. Henry rumbles to the 1st down and more. The speed on display. He's in. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Ravens move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jamie Gillen on now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
2nd down, Jackson. Open man downfield, it is Hopkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they will get the 1st down here and move into field goal range inside the 25.
So the best thing this wide receiver is able to do here, Mike, on this crossing route is once he gets the ball in his hands, he's able to put his foot in the ground and get vertical. So often you see these guys get strung out sideline to sideline, and they're not able to pick up big yards after the catch. So really nice job here, and it leads to a big gain.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and Derrick Henry heading onto the field. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. He's going to run it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball. Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing Jackson. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
The kicking team on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Open man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. In motion, it's Robinson. Here comes the jet sweep. To the 5-yard line. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now Wilson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are able to cut the deficit to 10. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. To the tight end, likely. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. It's the tight end, likely, in motion. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. It's the tight end, likely, in motion. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Here's Smith-Marset, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Tracy. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's second and 9. Back to throw. Wilson. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now Russ. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
And he'll spin his way forward for a gain of about 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. The outside, caught by Neighbors. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a...
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Roquan Smith, the one who gets in there and takes him down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get it into the hands. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Hill. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Now a 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for this with Henry. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll motion over Flowers. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. In motion comes Andrews. And some problems communicating on third down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. In motion comes Andrews. On third down, Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Ravens sending the punt team out there as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Ravens bring their punt team out. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. To the outside, complete to Johnson. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Wilson to throw. Open man is Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. Wilson will throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but the more pressing need, they have to score twice. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's clear from that 3rd down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on 4th down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket, and the defensive side of the field, now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
The Ravens offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Down to a knee here goes Jackson. And that should do it. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.